So it's been a while since I've done a video and posted it on YouTube, but I got a embroidery machine. So I've been spending time getting familiar with this machine and learning the ins and outs of it. This is the Smartstitch 1201 model. It is an Amazon listed product. Now, I was a little sketched out about buying such an expensive piece of equipment through Amazon. This thing is $5,000. And if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking about getting it as well. So I had my reservations about it. I was like, a cheaper product. These machines usually run about $8,000 to $10,000, all the way up to, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. So seeing a machine for $5,000 makes you a little skeptical about buying one and getting it. But the reason I made the jump is Amazon has a 30-day return policy. On the listing of this machine, they also state that they do accept returns. So I was like, this is pretty low risk and high reward. So I decided to make the jump and pull the trigger and get it. So it arrived in about a week, within a week of me placing my order. So once you place the order, you have to call the freight company and schedule your actual delivery. So once it arrives in the city that you live in, you get a message from Amazon and they're like, hey, your item has arrived in your city. Please call this number to finalize your delivery. So you call the freight company and then you tell them, I want it delivered on such and such date. So a truck arrives, they unload it for you. The guy who dropped it off for me was nice enough to bring it inside. So he dropped the crate off inside for me. You may not have the same luxury as I did, but my driver was pretty nice. So I think usually they just leave it at the door for you. I will say it's an extremely heavy package. It's about 350 pounds. So if you're alone and moving it, don't think you can do this alone. If you live in a second or third story apartment, these machines are for like people that are starting out with embroidery. So if you live in an apartment and you live in the second and third story, you're gonna have to tear this crate downstairs, because there is absolutely no way you can lift this thing. It is extremely heavy. So just plan on that. Keep that in mind. If you live in a home, though, you should be, put it in your garage, break it down, and then move the parts inside of your house. So I took all the shrink wrap down. They do tell you, especially on Amazon, and I think the Smartstitch company also sends you a message to not throw the crate away until your 30 days have passed, in case you change your mind for whatever reason, because you need that same crate to return your item. I can imagine it's extremely difficult to return such a large item without the crate. So you need the crate. Don't throw the crate away until you're completely convinced that you're keeping it. I'll just kind of do like a little walk around. And here's the machine. I've had it for 2 weeks now. So this is just a walk around video today, but I'll do more in-depth videos of how I use it and how I apply it. I just noticed that needs to be fixed. But this looks extremely intimidating. I have zero experience with embroidery. I've never used a sewing machine. And it looks intimidating at first, but it's actually really simple to get down once you get the hang of it. I've had it for about 2 weeks, and I can say now that I can confidently understand the equipment. The stand it comes with is extremely well built. This is really heavy. It's like metal. So extremely well built. It does have brakes on it, so you can wheel it around, and then these wheels like turn, and then it locks the machine into place. What else? So here's the machine itself. I have the 1201, which has, I believe it's a 7-inch screen. The 1501 has a 12-inch screen. Here's the heads. I have the hat hoop on it right now, which it does come with. Here's all the thread. I'll say at the beginning, the thread seems very intimidating, but it's pretty simple. I think I spent about an hour just trying to get the thread correctly, but it's really simple. Once you watch their videos on YouTube, they really walk you through and show you how to thread this thing correctly. So here's the machine. I'll turn it on real quick. So the 1201 uses a USB stick to transfer your files into the machine. I think the 1501 actually has a wireless capability, so you can connect through the network and drop off the file on here. It's kind of messy down here because I've been practicing, but it does bring hoops for you. These are for garments. I actually got the Mighty hoop, so I don't see myself using these very much. I'm gonna stick to the Mighty hoop system, but you know, if you ever need these, it's helpful to have. It brings several different sizes. Let's see what else is down here. This is where the frame holder comes, the bracket supports. Here's some just like extra thread that I'm not really using right now. It does bring 15 rolls of thread. It brings a bobbin. It brings a toolbox, which is up here. And I've used this thing a ton. This comes extremely handy. So they literally give you every tool you'll need to operate this machine successfully. One of the most used tools they gave me is the Allen wrenches. I use this thing daily to the point where I just leave it here. I don't even take them out. And then the tweezers are really helpful when you're passing the thread through here. The needles the machine comes with are 7511, which are really good for general embroidery. I did buy some 9014s just because some hats are thicker than others. And for the thick hats, like Richardson 112s, this is a good needle to have in your inventory. It does come with a winder. This is for your bobbin. Comes with a bobbin winder. I don't really see myself using this just because, or never say never. I probably use it later on. But I've been buying my bobbin. This uses L bobbins, so I just pop them in. These boxes are like 20 bucks on Amazon, and they bring 140 pieces, so they're just ready to go. Pop in and go. So here is my hat hoop, the hat station to hoop the hats. I believe mine came backwards. This piece is supposed to go the other way, so I'll probably be turning this around later on. But for now, I just use it this way. So this is just a general overview of the Smartstitch 1201. I'll say so far it's been worth the investment. It's a quality product. I've got really good thread, like really good stitches out of it. There is a learning curve. Don't think that just because the machine will do the embroidery for you, there's no learning curve. There is a learning curve. You're gonna have to mess with these knobs up here just to get your tension correctly. But other than that, just be patient with yourself because it can frustrate you at the beginning. But once you get it down, you get like really, really good results from this. So I'll do a more in-depth video later on, but this is just a walkthrough of the Smartstitch 1201. So If you found this video helpful, hit the subscribe button. And if you're thinking about buying it, use the affiliate link I listed in the description, so it helps me keep cranking more videos out on this equipment.